EV Comply, simplifying your charge point installations.
Another week, another dollar, and of course, another podcast. We've made it to Friday, the 20th of January, 2023. Let's see what's been happening in this brand new year and this brand new month. Kickstarting with the fact that Tesla's retail sale has surged in the first part of January. Now, the company cut its price from 5.7 to 13.5% in an attempt to sell more cars. Now, as high as 30,000 in 3 days have been shifted, apparently. And now the China Merchants Bank International has revealed that Tesla sales during the 7 days between January the 9th to the 15th increased by 76%. year over year to 12,654. So I know there's a lot of people that are very upset who purchased a Tesla in China before the price cuts, but it's clearly working for the company as people are doing exactly what they want, rushing to take advantage of the sale. A new plan for smart EV charging could save consumers up to £1,000 a year. Electric vehicle consumers are set to benefit from lower energy bills and cheaper motoring thanks to a landmark plan to unlock the potential of smart electric vehicle charging. The Electric Vehicle Smart Charging Action Plan has been published by the government and Ofgem. It's setting out steps being taken to seize on the significant potential of smart charging and make it the preferred method of long-duration charging by 2025. Smart charging harnesses the potential of energy use, including allowing motorists to charge electric vehicles when electricity is cheaper or cleaner, allowing consumers to power their home using electricity stored in their electric vehicle, or even sell it back to the grid for profits. It is expected high-mileage motorists could save up to £1,000 a year through smarter charging. And to back this up further, the government also has announced a £60 million funding from the Net Zero Innovation Portfolio for technologies that harness the potential of smart charging, including a smart street lamp post, which will enable motorists to access smart charging on the move, and projects that will enable domestic appliances, from heat pumps to electric vehicle charge points and batteries, to integrate into a smart energy system. Volta said on Wednesday that a unit of Shell would take over the EV charging network operator in an all-cash deal valued at about $169 million. Shell USA will acquire all outstanding shares of Class A common stock of Volta for 86 cents apiece in a deal that is expected to close in the first half of the year, Volta said. The announcement follows their other investments in the EV charging infrastructure space, including Mercedes-Benz, which is poised to invest billions of euros to build 10,000 fast charging points in North America, Europe and China by 2030. So across Europe and here in the UK, it has been cold, hasn't it? And of course, when it's chilly, your car gets icy and cold, which some would say is not great for an EV. Well, I'm here to tell you some of the pros to owning an EV in colder weather. You're like, are there any? Yes, there are. Now, heating a car in the winter is a hassle. You have to clear the snow, the ice or whatever that you've got on your windscreen, and then you have to let your interior warm up, don't you? Now, that is the case with most of the combustion engine vehicles, but in the newer EVs, like the Ford F-150 Lightning, things can go a lot smoother and quicker. Now, this is because the vehicle doesn't have to heat up some water for warm air to blow out of the interior vents. Instead, it of course uses energy from the batteries to warm up the cabin, and it does so surprisingly fast. Now, Ford's electric truck has a resistive heater and not a heat pump, which basically acts like a supersized hairdryer. The technique arguably isn't particularly energy efficient, but it is quick, and it has not stopped the Ford F-150 Lightning from winning Motor1.com's Best EV for 2022 and Best Truck for 2022 award, as well as Motor Trend's 2023 Truck of the Year title already. So there you go. If you don't like dealing with a frosty car, you're going to have to get yourself a Ford F-150 Lightning. During last week's Ram Revolution concept reveal, the American car maker offered a glimpse of its upcoming inductive charging robot named Ram Charger, which has nothing to do with the old Dodge Ram Charger truck, by the way. Now, the company claims the robot achieves an efficiency of 97%, which is better than other inductive charging systems that leave an air gap between the charger and receiver. Ram says the robot can provide up to 7 kilowatts of power and that it can be programmed to charge the electric pickup on off-peak hours when the price of electricity is lower. The company also mentions that it's aiming for a start in production in 2025. Now, this is exciting stuff. Kia has partnered with And Charge to offer an EV rewards scheme. And Charge is accessed via app, and it allows users to collect EV charging credits when shopping at hundreds of UK retailers. Credits can be redeemed via the Kia Charge app to pay for public charging sessions, reducing the total cost of ownership. Customers can also earn credit by providing information and feedback on public charging stations. The service is now live in the UK, which is exciting, and customers can download the app via and-charge.com and the App Store or Google Play Store. That's and-charge.com. Big news this week. There's a new inquiry into the UK's EV production that will open after the government-championed battery startup British Volt, and they've entered administration, laying off 300 employees. The Business, Energy and Industrial Strategy Committee will look at the current state of the UK's supply of batteries for EV manufacturing. A few months ago, BMW announced it would end the production of its electric mini model in Oxford. Committee Chair Darren Jones said the future of car manufacturing in the UK is dependent on our ability to make EVs and to be able to export them into the EU. That means we need local supplies of EV batteries, something we are falling significantly behind on compared to other parts of the world. This inquiry will look at what's holding back the development of EV batteries in the UK and what needs to be done to protect the thousands of jobs across the country in this important sector. Car rental firm Hertz and Uber have agreed a new partnership to make up to 25,000 electric vehicles available in the major European cities. The EVs from manufacturers such as Tesla and Polestar will be made available initially to Uber drivers in London from this month, with the goal of expanding the scheme to cities such as Paris and Amsterdam later this year. Uber and Hertz already have a similar deal in North America, which has allowed around 50,000 Uber drivers to rent Tesla EVs to complete more than 24 million rides. The new European deal will be a major component of Uber's goal to become a zero-emissions platform in London by 2025 and then achieve the same status across Europe by 2030. Company What Car has revealed data that the MG4 is the top EV for UK buyers. The electric hatchback, priced from £25,995, generates most leads for 3 months running, which is great news for the MG and great news for the UK. Liverpool is to have one of the UK's biggest electric car charging networks after they move to treble capacity. City Council has appointed Ubertricity to install 300 on-street charging points, with the locations chosen by residents and businesses. The additional charge points are set to treble Liverpool City Council's existing network of 150 charge points to 450. This would make Liverpool the authority with the third largest public charging network in the UK, behind London and Coventry, using the most recent government data. So that's it. You are now up to date with the latest industry news. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, tell your friends about the pod. And remember, here at EV Comply, we are simplifying your EV charger installations. So if that's what you do, you install electric charge points, then do be sure to go online and see how our automated app could help you work smarter and not harder. It's ev-comply.com. And from everybody here, we hope you have a fantastic weekend and a great start to your week, and I'll be back with you on Friday.